Uh, uh, I'm sure that the whole India is very much pleased with your presence. So if you want to ask any questions to Marty, then you can actually go ahead.
No. Anybody but Ash, okay? I'm just kidding.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Ash.
Hello, Ash. Good morning.
Welcome. Hello.
Bonjour, Ash.
Hello. Hello, Ash.
All right. Good evening. Good morning. It's a great day here in America. Did you know that yesterday it was Ash Day? It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Look it up. Ash Day, Wednesday, March 2nd. I'm working on fixing my camera. Still, you don't see me? You don't need to see me.
We need to see Ash. Ash Day.
So how does this work? You click on camera, it doesn't show. You click again, still not showing.
The same thing happened to me when I came in. Oh, there you go.
There you go. Okay, something. Okay. No, I have to tell you, Marty DeGarmo, my brother, good morning. I know you don't know how much you will make or anyone can make tentatively in ONPASSIVE. I don't know either. But the scope of it, I know it's better than anything you've done before. I know it will be the highest than the last 75 deals, or probably throughout your lifetime. Believe it or not, Tony Robbins has a heavy, hectic marketing team. He cannot stop marketing. He cannot. Nobody would know Tony Robbins if he doesn't promote events and books and content and give away freebies and put a lot of money on budget with a wide team on marketing. If he doesn't do that for a while, people are gonna forget him. So if you're selling something, you have to constantly market. You have to constantly keep your name there. All right, what's the topic now? I'm still working with my Indian team, but if I could assist you with anything, I saw your invitation, Neeraj. Thank you so much. So thank you for inviting me.
So the topic is internet marketing, how ONPASSIVE is going to impact marketers, or how it is attracting marketers. So maybe
So do you know a company called PayPal?
PayPal?
Yeah, have you heard of it?
Yeah, definitely.
Very small marketing strategy. Okay, they didn't have to spend anything on marketing, and it went viral. The first year they had 100,000 customers. All right, and all they take from the customers is a fee on transactions. Okay, so when they started PayPal, they charged. They gave $20 to the customer to open an account. Come with us, we'll give you $20. Similarly, okay, if you invite Gusminder, okay, or if you get somebody, they will give you $20. So for me to make an unlimited $20, I have to invite a couple of people. All right. Now, in the back of Elon Musk at the time, he was the owner back then, he wanted to have a minimum of 2 per customer. If Neeraj gets in, he wants Neeraj to earn $20 twice. All right, so whatever number we have, and if he succeeded to do that, now ideally it will be 3. If every customer gets in, they go and refer it, okay, to 3 more, you're going to reach the whole planet. Now, they're not doing the promoting, and it's a one-time $20, and it's not after they achieve that wild, exotic, humongous number, 100,000 customers, they dropped it down to $10. The following year to $5 and no more. Same thing. You open an account, we give you $5, just $5, find it in your account. You're going to use it. They're going to take another piece of it, and it's going to float around their database, and they're just going to keep, trimming it. So not a big deal. But if you refer somebody, you would take $5. Now you don't take anything. They take your eyes out now with fees. But the idea is, if you succeed in the viral marketing, now you're talking about $5 value until the world knows it. Okay, you get to 100,000 customers, you already have a market. If you get to 1 million customers, okay, you don't need much marketing. So I'm saying, can you imagine, we have not even started our own pre-launch marketing campaigns. There's not a $20 or $5 commission in ONPASSIVE book. Okay, and it's not limited, and there is a team commission, and it's not a one-time thing. And we don't have one product that is just a financial, or whatever, money transactions. No, we don't have that. We have endless values of marketing. So if I want to take a wild guess, in our lifetime, we could exceed the number of PayPal customers just for that simple math. Why? We're starting 12 times bigger before we open and spend a year. We're not giving $5 or $10. We're giving much more than that. We're not giving one person one time. We're giving constant payments. There's a sale, there's a commission. We don't have one product to sell. We do market. They don't have market. So let's do the math. So how do you market ONPASSIVE? It's going viral. It's going viral. It's just a no-brainer. Why wouldn't anybody be in ONPASSIVE? Just to see what we're doing. We have a lot of freebies, okay? Many freebies. So there's a good reason for anyone to come and take a look. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be a fresh concept where people see things they haven't seen before. So it will go viral. I don't want to spend more time on the mechanical structure of our marketing strategy. But I think the value will speak for itself. And it's the biggest marketing strategy. Give people what they want. Yeah, I know we want to say something, Gusminder, but
Yeah, just
most strategists, or I would say business owners, they go after the easier route in their business development. In other words, okay, they actually say it, okay, and I think one of the, who's a famous guy said, oh yeah, Jeff Bezos, he said, I could pull it out, okay, so you can ask me your question, Gusminder. I'm going to actually get the exact statement from Jeff Bezos. So the idea, they say, don't go after things are changing constantly, okay, because it's a tough game. They go after what's easier, what's static, what's predictable, okay. So to be honest with you, all marketers are fading away from the traditional marketing, and it's frustrating now that is left for a couple of guys. They have a database, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Google, but it's not what it used to be. And can I tell you something? What worked 10 years ago doesn't work now. That is just irrelevant. Okay, what worked 10 days ago is not going to work today, especially on the internet sphere. So you just have to have a lot of stamina and so much endorsement, a high level of determination to be able to be ahead of the game or up to the game. Marketing is not an easy thing. It's the ugliest challenge for businesses. It takes a lot of money. It is constantly changing. Things that we think they work, they no longer work. So you have to go after things are changing. So we're going on the opposite direction against the current, where there's basically a whole wide open market for us, okay? Versus people are just going to the other direction and like, what's working? Let's go after crypto. Okay, that is not changing. Let's go after the. Yeah, no, I'm not against that, but that given us a good opportunity to be creative and venture new modalities, new forms of contemporary marketing. I'm going to listen to you. Go ahead. Yeah. Good evening. Good morning, actually. Vancouver.
Oh yeah, yes. No, just I was just curious to know that as we are talking about marketing and like we are roughly 1.2 million here. So when we go for marketing, does all like we go all out with all the 1.2 million and with all set of marketing, this email marketing or social media or TV or all these things?
Yeah, I'm sorry again. I think I was misunderstood. Red, if you are there, I heard in your video we're doing this, that. No. When I said about our first marketing campaign, I said we're not this and that. So what you've listed, where the first campaign is none of that. I'm saying it's a new concept. Okay, it's never been done before. The new, that's why I'm talking about disrupting the market. Where is the chat? How do you pay something here? Do you read it? Jeff Bezos is saying, I submit to you that what's not going to change is more important than what's going to change. So go after things are like, easy, he's telling you, because you can build a business strategy around what's not going to change. So deliver packages and be a trucker, you're going to be fine. That's what he's saying. Okay. So no, I say, well, if you got the gut, you go after even the things are changing dynamically, like marketing. It's something that is so I mean, it's fluid. It's very, very dynamic area. So if you're not going to adapt and adjust constantly, you could literally change the same plan in a day. That's why we keep tweaking. We keep, perfecting our game. Okay, what you're used to is definitely not the way. Of course, I leave no choice off the table. I mean, constantly. But I'm not building this business on a guess or giving it a try, especially the guaranteed traffic. So remember, guaranteed traffic is guaranteed success. If you know the concept of sale or selling and marketing, okay, if you guarantee traffic to a good looking website that doesn't break, it doesn't sneeze, it doesn't blink, flawless, a good way to collect payments, something on high demand. And there are people past buyers constantly, good visitors, bigger than any mall on the planet, a big crowd, you're going to make sales. So we cannot take a gamble on those outdated methods. For fun, for the sake of not leaving anything off the table, yeah, we'll do that. But if you want to really shake it off, we're going viral. We're going viral. We're going to put new concepts that you, what? Okay. So let's have fun and think not outside the box. Dump that box. That's how we do it on ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE, it doesn't have a box. We don't think outside the box. Where is a box? There's no box. It's completely off the hook.
Thank you, Ash. And actually, you talked about in the last webinar of Ron uh, about guaranteed traffic, and I had asked you a question about what is the conversion rate, and then you talked about it's not the rate that matters; it's about the quality. And I think Tony Monk had also asked a similar question, and he was also blown up by that. So maybe if you could actually just share a bit about the targeted traffic.
Repeat it. Repeat what I said on Ron, because you like to have your name around the statement. Ash is talking to Neeraj directly. This is an exclusive statement. All right. Wherever I do it all the way. Okay. I'm Ash MUFAREH, and I have a high conversion. And I will not have a business if it is converting anything below 20 to 25%. So we're going to take it from the other side. If it's going to make 1, 2, 3%, the typical, I'm not excited. I'm not gonna. So whatever it takes, you have to tweak the game. You have to polish your strategy until the numbers are right. It is important for the company to be sustainable and to go viral. We're not depending on one method. If I'm depending on one method, one strategy, one shot, then yeah, 1 to 2%, okay, we'll be happy with that. But if I'm doing this deadly, you understand what deadly is? I'm not leaving any option. I'm going after any possibility to make sure that those who put the faith in ONPASSIVE, they get something beyond their expectation. In other words, I feel obligated to deliver something. And it's optional. I just feel it to myself. I think it's probably a moral thing that I want to deliver the highest value to those who believed in ONPASSIVE and put their faith in it. But can we talk about India now? All
Yeah.
right.
Well,
So things are really looking good in Hyderabad, by the way. Very good, very good. Okay. And we do have a plan. I'm not going to tell you the time, but within this year, we're going to max out our capacity in Hyderabad. So we're going to reach just in that one location around the 1,000 staff members, and there will be night shift, and potentially by the end of the year we'll be looking at another building in Hyderabad. Okay, we don't mind another state, but if it's in the same region, it would be easier for our management, and that's one thing. So we are really rolling very aggressively. We put our ducks together to attract more talent. We've been working day and night on interviewing and getting more people in different regions as well, but India in particular, because we are accelerating the delivery. We're expediting opening more concepts. So that's one thing. We just initiated a new department in ONPASSIVE. I'm giving you more than Ron. I know you're pleased now, Neeraj. Okay. We have a new department. We call it knowledge, ONPASSIVE knowledge. I'm sorry. Training center. Okay.
We're not hearing you, Ash.
Nothing after training center.
Something beep in your helmet. I think there is no.
He wore the battery out.
No.
How did you know? No,
Yeah,
no.
now
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, Marty's right. It's a battery. Okay. So so the new training center will be. Let me try to give you the scope of it. It will work both internally. Okay. It will work on three directions, three dimensions. Okay. Let me. Anyway, so this new concept of having our knowledge center in ONPASSIVE in-house, it would work in three dimensions. Number one, it would work to document everything we do on the development side, on the concept, on the vision, so internally. So if tomorrow none of the current staff members would come to work, a complete brand new crew would walk in. They will have a complete manual to follow through. So code, features, everything is documented. Vision wise, whatever I say, they document that, so they continue to so they can understand what are we doing, what we're working on. So this is very helpful. I already feel it is clearing up a lot of confusion instantly. And the second thing is for training purposes, for tutorials. You're going to have two forms. You're going to have a textual guide for every feature and every product and every scope of any product or project we have. It's going to have a text format and it's going to have a video format in multiple languages. So that will be provided. There will be also a correlation with our ODesk and providing the proper knowledge and data, all right, to the staff so they can be trained on how to provide customer success experience. And lastly, for sales, all right? So what can be shared with the public for those who are not yet in ONPASSIVE on the sales pages, landing pages on the different websites. So this is a new department. We already have that established, and it's going to continue to grow. So it's no longer just a side thing. No, it's a whole department. So Odesk is one thing, and OChat and all the other features we have. Don't forget, one of the major benefits of paying commissions to your customers, having an affiliate structure. Okay, it makes them also motivated to train and share all they know to their teams. So I feel once this covered, we will have no shortage of information and guidance. You want to find out how to do something, there's a complete system for providing the training. What else you want to know, Neeraj?
Gusminder, anything you can think of?
No, you can carry on, Neeraj. Ash is already told so much to all of us.
Oh, let's say more. Let's say more, Gusminder. Come on, you're not ambitious. Okay.
No.
What's happening? What's happening? Okay. So there will be, it's no secret, there will be some international events throughout the year. Okay. And I plan to be in some of them.
Wow.
If I want to take a wild guess, if I want to take an exotic guess, India is going to be one of those stops.
Wow. I'm going
For
with
some
you, Ash.
obvious reasons. Now, on the other side, this is not going to be a typical one. So the event in India is going to have a high scrutiny and vetting security process. There will be a high profile politicians, government officials from India on that event. So anyone that will be blessed to get an invitation from the founders will have to agree to allow us to do some background check and some specific procedures and testing and all of that. Good news that the surge that we've had almost 2 months ago, end of the year around the holidays and beginning of the year is going down. I'm talking about the COVID cases. So it's very minimal now among the staff. So we're blessed. So that is promising. It looks like we will be able to host some of those events. One more thing. I'm not done. Okay. There will be very soon. Remember, Gusminder and I spoke about having periodic events in our auditorium in Hyderabad.
Yeah.
With a good number. So we have planned a larger number. There will be a larger number this time than 10 to have a special invitation. I know some are already jealous, but don't worry. Other places are going to have their fair share too. So, and this time will be a bigger event. I'm just going to say that. And that's very soon. It's possible in March. in this very month. Okay, we're going to have a good event in Hyderabad. We're going to be selecting some of the top performers and some of our loyal, committed founders from the 28 states.
That's very good news, Ash.
Always good news.
Yeah.
That's what we manufacture. Good news.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Ash,
And
can I cut in for a minute?
Yeah, please.
I was
You want me to leave?
reminded. Oh, no, I wish it had came before I did my spiel. I wouldn't have had to do it. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I will leave.
Hey, wait a minute. This is live streaming now, so I just want you to know
Oh,
that.
let me put my shirt back. Okay, so I was just
I
about to
just didn't
strip.
want. I didn't want you to say anything that you didn't want out in the open.
I
that's all.
appreciate that. Yeah, no
It
problem.
Michael reminded me. I'm not smart enough to do that. But
Thank you so much. Oh, that's good. Yeah, wow. So we are live on the tube. That's incredible. How do we get in the tube? That's fun. I loved your show with Chris and Red yesterday. That was incredible. You're up in the game, stacking the cool. Definitely. I sometimes I wish, man, we have to wait until next Wednesday. That was incredible. So remind me, what else we need to talk about?
marketing campaigns.
What about them? We just talked about them.
Yeah.
It's unlike anything you've seen. And we had a demo and the ears popped.
Wow.
We literally had a demo.
Ash, there are different versions going around, so maybe if you can touch upon it, it would be great. The marketing campaigns that will come in, like, is it going to be sale is going to happen to the company and then it is going to be distributed, or is it directly our links are going to be?
No, the links are being promoted, okay? So you get a visitor, she get a visitor, he get a visitor, like that, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Good morning, Eugenie. Well, good evening. Okay, so I know you're in India. Yeah, so the marketing campaign, it is not TV, internet, all of that. I just want to clarify. I always manage to get excited and speak ahead of myself, or maybe chew up some of the words. I think maybe my head sometimes is not proportionate with my words. I don't know. There's some lag. But what I was trying to say, it's a global campaign, okay? But it's not on TV, not on newspapers, not on unlike those. That's what I was trying to say. It's a fresh concept. It's a unique concept. We're gonna walk you through it. You just for fun. You'll be able to see it. It's not gonna stop. It's gonna be there. Okay, so it costs a lot of money, more than $97. So if you wanna come and work with me, definitely. One more ugly thing for India. It can't be all good, right? If you realize there's some of those guys are going down, right? Okay, the yappers, the blabbers. So I did pledge we're going hard at them, and we want to pledge to our Indian founders, if somebody would harass you or somebody in any way slanders you, they will be forced to put it down. Forced. All right, we're going in many different directions, okay? Obviously, the law is in our back, so they can choose the easy way or the hard way. Whatever way they do it, they are going down. Even previous videos or channels or whatever, anything messed up with ONPASSIVE, it's time to pay. So I assure you, there's no chance they will be going down. So help me and say it in Hindi. No one should be correlating the word scam with any of the founders' names, with the leaders' names. Nobody should say the word exposed or any of that, or illegal, or any of like, kind of a cynical, indirect marketing. We don't want to do that. Just say what it is, okay? And if anybody has a matrix or tentative figures, I just saw that from some leaders, okay? If you have any numbers in Indian rupees, INR, or US dollars, or any currency, that is not permitted, okay? There's no chance we could predict the level of income. It's not a get-rich-quick deal here. It's a real deal. So, and I heard you also, my brother, Marty, you were talking about that the pace of those programs and what people are trying to do outside ONPASSIVE is not working. I'm going to share with you a fact. Okay. You know how long is the lifespan of a fly? 28 days. You're going to have a leap year for them to live a month. Okay. So, not even. All right. So this is the lifespan of other gimmicks. Okay. They are falling like flies. Before you recognize the name or try to sketch anything. So there's a big factor, Neeraj, okay? With ONPASSIVE, the stability aspect is the concrete base for your marketing. You don't have to change the game. NeerajDalvi.com, that's a permanent brand. You never change it. That alone is going to boost your conversion. You know, if you come to me every week with a different deal, I will never talk to you like, I don't want to say that, but whenever you talk to me, I'm going to tell you, please, Neeraj, let's stay friends, okay? Don't tell me anything. That's it. There's no chance I'm going to join anything you pitch. But if you always have that brand, and it's been a year, 2 years, 3 years, and I see you're successful and I see you're happy, that's the biggest telling factor about security and sustainability. One big thing when we have employees or we have stuff, what do they look for? Job security. Job security. A lot of people commit suicide. Why? Lack of job security. It's a life-threatening. When you have that career, income, security, and you don't think it's going to show? That's going to go wildly viral. Okay, and people love to. They love the comfort zone. Once they get used to it, even the haters are getting used to it. It's just like ONPASSIVE. That's it. How many came and left? How many came and died? And we don't even, You can't even recall the names throughout the last year. So if we've been here and sustaining that with all the heat we get, we're solid. And that's telling. That's telling for a new prospect when you know this company's been here for a while and it's not going anywhere, or that brand Neeraj, okay, this guy is not changing the business. Looks to me he knows what he's doing. Remember, people look for uh, a few things when they're reviewing an offer. Can I do it? Remember, okay, uh, but also, is it easy? Is it simple? If they can't see themselves doing it, hey, I know Neeraj, he's a regular guy, okay? Oh, I know her. She's so like me, okay? If she can do it, I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. Then that's also a great motive for many people to feel safe and secure. We're very big on stability and security. You know we're here. You know we're a company. You know we have support. You know you're going to have content. You know you're going to have the products. You know you're going to have support around the clock in any language. You're going to have somebody to talk to at any point. Okay, so when you have all of those, that's it. It's like you are going to belong to something. So it's a very attractive base and foundation when you have um, all those major values. We're structured in a very strong way. Am I the only one who's going to talk now, or what? I saw a poster. I saw big stars, big names, and
Yeah, Ash, just want to add a thing that you talked about India and all those people talking about metrics or some MLM and something.
yeah, ask them to put it down.
Yeah, problem in India is that they just like if a leader is trying to just for a illustration purpose, they're trying to convince them that this thing is going to be like this. They just twist their everything, and because they have that MLM mentality, so they just drag that on passive into that structure, and we have thousands time we have our leaders also, they have told that this is not a ML, this is not a matrix, this is not a this thing, that thing, binary, something like that. But some YouTubers, they drag purposely that thing into a matrix, we can say, or something like that. Yesterday, I prepared
So
a
two
video.
things: for somebody is not an unpassive and they're just slandering, or they're trying to
Yeah.
steer the pot or create a chaos. It's not just like, okay, put the video down. Listen, we're taking them to court. Okay, no joke. Okay, and when you have that, it's going to be on their record. Uh, and good luck for them to market. And we're going to expose them too. Okay, we're going to have a blacklist, and they will be liable for all the cost. Okay, just to mess with them. Okay, so yeah, you're thinking you're getting a couple of thousand or hundreds of views, but it's going to itch you very bad in court. So those for the for those who try to use the name of ONPASSIVE, remember, what else is working there other than ONPASSIVE right now? Give me a name that has
Nothing.
1.5 million soon, or without even marketing. Okay, so tell me that. Okay, don't you think any useless or hopeless, helpless person who want to get attention somehow, whether on YouTube or any social media, or lonely, or they want to get a date or something, okay, they will go after ONPASSIVE, right? It's the biggest crowd. If somebody want to sell something, where they go? To the biggest mall or uh, shopping center in in town, right? So the biggest in town right now is 1.2 million. Okay, no joke. And they know what's coming, or they sense at least. So it's a good, it's attractive for them to go and market. But if they do it the right way, come with us and do it. ethically, then you're going to be fine. Okay. So in terms of the people who are in ONPASSIVE and they try to like use figures and attract, and we're not asking anybody to recruit. We're after the quality founders. I prefer not to have founders. We're done with founders. Technically, I prefer to filter who we have, really rattle the cage until like we have solid founders. So I'm happier to let go of some founders. Needless to say, get more MLM mentality founders or get rich quick, or I joined, when is the money coming? It's 4 o'clock. I don't want that. Okay. So for those, they're just going to be terminated. So why bother? Oh, we hired more lawyers. So just to let you know, we got like a judge, okay, in-house, full-time. We're going all the way. So if you see, I don't know, things are going up for us. Okay, things are not going down, not going away, not slowing down. It's just sizzling. It's bubbling in my land, at least.
My ears are popping.
What is the problem?
I said my ears are popping
Oh, already?
already.
Boom! Well, you're one of those who get it. You get it.
And Ash, as a founder, how much do we know out of the total on passive system? So because you have been always saying, oh, you just know only the 10%, 15%, whatever. So
So you already know 3,000%, if not more. I don't have a percentage more than initially what it was going to be. It was supposed to be at one platform that is called digital marketing with some features so you can promote, and we will send traffic to it. Done. That was done like first month in business. Like, we opened in Kolkata in the first day at work was November 21st or 22nd, okay, 2018. The 7th of December, less than a month, we already had the GoFounders.net up and live. If we're like the traditional companies, they would put, why would I want to create founders? I just put it on passive and go to business and start making money. Okay, no. And then when we had the in-house staff and had our own executives and exclusive offices and all of that, hey, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? Up until this year or a couple of months ago, we decided to go after our data center, which was supposed to be something way down the road, like years to come. And it's a done deal. Okay. So for example, like the initial ONPASSIVE, in my opinion, it was exceeded a long time ago. All right. I had a conference with lawyers. They have hourly rates and they're massive. So if I am the lowest paid lawyer among the team, okay, the lowest rate, and been talking all of this time, all those hundreds of hours for free to our teams, day and night, nonstop, I would have been wealthy. And trust me, I can package my talk if I want to. I can throw a couple of PowerPoints and sound like a speaker if you want me to. But nothing will get done. I want you to feel my vision, my heart, and I want to keep it open. I don't want to put a cap on our connection, our relationship. It's not like, I'm going to give you this, buy this, and done. I'm going to work until I die. That's what I will do. Why? I'm just passionate about what I do. I'm not moved by money. The money part is to solve problems. You need some money, especially in the beginning, as a startup, startups die typically within the first year or so. Mostly, it's in the high 90s% that they don't make it. They die in any sector, in any department. It's just not easy to create a company with AI and so many products, What you know is already more than what it used to be, or initially we thought it would be. But I don't stop adding value, stacking the cool. And if I don't add, it's already huge. If I don't add from like what's on the website or what I shared with you so far. But there are things that I didn't share with you purposely because when is it going to be done? Don't worry about it. We just see it live, okay? And you have a lot to go through by the time you use it and benefit from it. Then more and more. Remember, like those surges of earthquakes, okay? It's like it's like a ripple effect. More and more waves will follow, okay? So we're gonna have a big shock, okay? That is the main earthquake, the first quake, then quakes, okay, or constantly. So by the time you think, okay, now I think I get it, okay, or now I think I saw everything, boom, then give another surge, okay, another one, then another booster, then another. It's incredible. There are some things I'm not obligated to put them on the ONPASSIVE ecosystem. Okay, I try to. Okay, mm, but there's some stuff maybe totally irrelevant. I'm working on a project with uh, Harvard University and Boston University. And speaking of those who like easy things like Jeff Bezos, okay, or just things are like working, why bother? Why struggle? Uh, they've worked on things for so many years. One idea. My idea is way bigger and greater, and we just put it to work instead of just academia. Always they take a very complicated path to get things done. We have to be more disruptive and more entrepreneur mind to just take action. So the idea is like, it's probably irrelevant. It's not in the scope of ONPASSIVE, but would it benefit? Yeah, it will. So not everything I do, I have to add it to ONPASSIVE. Not like I don't want to share the wealth or so. No. Don't take me wrong. That is completely nonprofit. It's almost at my cost. But I might, use Ocademy and OBless for certain, support to that. That would be the collaboration and just the benefit of it, the value of it. It can be shared with the founders. They're the majority of the global citizens sometime in the future. There are many physical products that are not even in line with the technology. So there's no percentage because tomorrow I'm going to have another idea. I'm going to put it to work. I don't go anymore to overthink the process of, we already have you can say, the production line. So whatever we come now, we just, okay, we need those sources. Like we got the idea about the training center. We just put it to work. It was an instant decision. We're not going to analyze it. We're not going to, yeah, we need it. All right, put it to work. The legal campaign and taking action about the negative or not the flies. Let's call them the flies, okay? the idea is, we just thought about it. We said, okay, enough is enough. We're just gonna go all the way. We're gonna go after them. We took a decision, and we're seeing the results. Let them contact you and show you what they're going through. March is a big month. Women International Day, Mother's Day in a big part of the world is in March. Spring begins also a couple weeks later. So it's a big month, very promising. And I don't want to give you the date for that event, but it looks like very tangible. Yeah, so making money is one thing, and the type of money has also some energy, just like humans. There's dirty money, there's clean money, there's positive money. When your money, whether paying for your services and products or earning from the company, that is going for a good use and good cause, that is going to drive a lot of good positive energy and motivation. It's called the movement. When you ally a lot of people on a good direction, that is also more valuable than money. So it feels good if you know what you're doing, not only benefiting you, but doing good for humanity and other causes. I'm obligated to do it. I feel it's an obligation to do on passive. So it gives us more options beyond a transactional relationship or connection. Pay this, you get that, you debt to me. That's basically any other business, okay? Your transaction, your number, you're done. You don't exist. Versus on passive, you do this, and now knowing that some major impact from that bless concept we have, or Academy, that is making a major improvement to our well-being, to our existence as human beings. It becomes a better bond between you and the business. There is a way, like I was trying to tell you, Neeraj, when people are looking at offers, they want to make sure is it easy? I can do it. Now, when they see how you look like a brand and a hero, I want to look like him. So it is not a bad thing to give people the power, to give people the brand, the credit. They're the hero. Sadly, most companies and businesses, they're just intimidated by their own customers. They don't want the customer to grow or go above them. They really have a certain frame or bar that is set. You cannot exceed it because you're gonna shake up their authority. So I do believe it's important to also recognize the other aspects of our business. It's not only you're going to get the web conferencing service. The fact that is one product versus another product is already cheaper, superior. You get many other products with it. The simplicity, your name on it, not our name. No, billing. Okay. It's already a good deal. Like I always see, there's a good reason we're going to take a good slice of that market cap. The fact that we pay you, the fact that it becomes self-funded, you no longer have to pay for it. It's not even one way. It's the opposite direction. Instead of from you to us, it's from us to you. It's mind-boggling. The fact that whatever you're doing is improving somebody's life, the health of some societies and all of that. So I don't know. This is what I really mean to see. It's the world's marketing wonder. ONPASSIVE, it's the first marketing wonder. It's magical. We, as Michael said, doing the complicated stuff. It's a blessing for you to have your challenges, someone else's passion. So I really believe there's no marketing statement will do justice to the value of ONPASSIVE. No punchline is fair enough to cover all the value in one statement. It's just so much. It's just so much. We talked about, I heard Mari DeGarmo was talking about the audit and the integration of OCreate and all of that, and like in different applications and OConnect, and we had another meeting about OWallet. The flawlessness and the simplicity of having money moving in this era of ONPASSIVE, it's just a game changer. How? You go to any application, there's OWallet in it. If you want to buy it individually as a standalone solution, you're going to have OWallet. So how does it work? It's a funding mechanism. So this OWallet is integrated with whatever ways of funding you want to get into the wallet. It's inbound funds, okay? Any currency, anywhere in the world, okay? So you get that there directly. Now you have funds. Just to get you going. Remember PayPal? If we focus on that 3 concept, Michael doesn't need 3,000. You need 3, okay? I'm just saying, for this to be viral. But there will be some Michael, there will be some Dan Street, okay? There will be, those who will not sit. There would be Red, there would be, Kaushik Pandya, there will be Gusmender, and those who don't sleep. That will not stop at 3. And with the company effort, with all the massive marketing strategy we have, it's hard to believe we're going to stop at 3. So just keep it at 3. So it's quickly, you're going to turn somebody from a payer to a receiver, to a recipient. And there, ever after, there will be just how to take the money and pay for other areas in ONPASSIVE. I want to join or buy whatever Michael Williams is selling. So I don't have to leave and get my pocket wallet. It's already my own wallet integrated. It's a tick from my balance. It doesn't leave. It's tax deductible. You know, it's not going to the bank. I purchase, I shop, I enroll, I join other areas. Academy, students, instructors, students will be able to pay from their own wallet. Why don't you become an ONPASSIVE? So you know no longer have to pay for all of that. So you would have a tank, you would have a piggyback bank. And then multiply the portion of education you wanted to get at first and keep it going. Basically create your own scholarship permanently and unlimit your educational ambition. Teacher, receive from all corners of the planet. Receive different currencies. No longer limited to your residential address or area or zip code. Anytime you check out or you cash out or money going to the bank, tip, leave the change, keep the change, round up another $3 and select to where it's going. You, for God's sake, you're withdrawing $30,000. You're going to think about $5? Unless when you were born, they had a surgery on the second day of your life and they extracted your heart and they just put a battery there. You cannot be unhuman. You have to do something good. Are you motivated to make more money now with ONPASSIVE? Because it's doing good. Whatever doesn't go to your bank is not, you're not liable for taxes on it. It's tax deductible. That's a big advantage. So that wallet alone is just incredible to fund and you know to kind of mobilize your funds and maneuver things as you wish. Okay, versus there's just one way. You pay the company and you pay the company and pay it again, and if you're late, you're suspended. Sounds familiar with any other service or product you have? Not going to happen. So the magnitude of just one element, wallet, just incredible. I mean, speaking of what else we don't know, like I created this. I'm sorry for the word I, okay? Envisioned this and I assigned people, I put them to work and I paid them to do that. And when you were like finalizing things and you're checking, you know, the checklist and the inventory, where are you and all of that, it's incredibly impressive. Spectacular view to see how things are moving together. It's incredible. Very impressive. And so it's really hard. I mean, you just like, you go from one whole planet, from one world to another one. Like you finish wallet and you go talk about another product and you go and talk about the unlimited factor of Connect and how it's incredible. The grouping aspect of OMail that we just did, OMail is getting real good. Okay, you're gonna have reply to all, reply to one, to many. You're gonna have smart editing. It's already done. Smart editing, like an auto correct within the inbox, the spelling, autofill it like it will suggest to you. Like when you start typing M-I-C, it will probably assume AI that you want to type Michael, so it will give you that suggested language, or I'm sorry, word. So grouping, I want to have on my contact list, I want to have my team, for example, okay, my founders team in one group. So I just select team, that is a group name, and it goes to every individual. I select managers, so now I select family, I select all, I select one individual. These are, we don't have them. Do you have them? Can you make a group in Yahoo? Can you import your contacts to any email provider? You're existing, you have a list of contacts. Can you import them? Only OMail. And we're just getting started. So you look at anything we have is just, it's a good reason to be proud, finally.
Just a quick question, Ash. Can I patent that? Can I patent ONPASSIVE is the world's first marketing wonder?
You
Can I
take
patent
it.
that?
Yes, absolutely. I just said it.
So you can't use that near Ash, okay? It's mine.
Ash, I have a question. Like when we are marketing on any platform or anything, so at what stage does ONPASSIVE come in between? Like for example, we are marketing, you are marketing on for example my name, so a person sitting in UK or somewhere else, how he trusts that yes, I'm like a genuine person selling something to that, or marketing something to that. So is that company comes into that stage or what?
Yeah, absolutely. Remember, there's not one thing we're selling, okay? Therefore, marketing. So number one, by default, when you pay a certain package, okay, subscription, you're going to have marketing included, all inclusive, right? So that's going to happen naturally by default all the time. We're promoting your domain name unless you choose something different, okay? So your domain name is the main page, but remember that domain name has so many subdomains, limitless number of pages, constantly, creating pages, subdomains, all of that. Now, anything that you use, okay, within ONPASSIVE, it's going to always have, whether you share an image from Odit, you create an image and instantly it's on a link, you want to share that link. So it's not only a PNG or a JPEG or the traditional formats of images. It is on a link. It's instant. You can share it quickly without uploading, downloading, and storing that. It's a link stored on our data center. So the fact that you share that, why not have, okay, just one line on that have your own audit or have this tool. Click here to have it. So if you're sharing like an image for, I don't know, cat or rose or something, somebody likes it, man, how they designed this or whatever, impressive, and it says, oh, give this tool. Every product has the same structure where the utilization of the product is already a constant invitation. So you're indirectly promoting the service, the product. Indirectly. Is something I'm using. Look, it's working. But you're not techie. She's, I don't know, she's, from a different sector, from a different background. How come she knows this? Then I'm curious now. So whatever product is going to the market is going to have an open door for prospect. So you are indirectly promoting. Now, needless to say, there are other products you directly have another mechanism to promote them. Let me give you an example. If you have a course or a program in Academy, if you have a campaign on Bless, a cause or something you want to fund, that generates a specific link, right? It's yours. So you could promote it publicly or internally to the ONPASSIVE community, all based on the guidelines and criteria, to your people, things of that nature. If people are, if somebody's interested in animal care, okay, anything in that cause, I'm going to support it. So Susie McCrae is passionate about animals or supporting animals. She will enable where she don't mind receiving some invitations on that topic. So Gersminder goes and make a post about rescuing, dogs in Vancouver. She already gave you the permission. Yeah, I want to see what you have. There you go. So that's an internal marketing. She likes it so much, she will share it with her team and network and so and so on her name. Remember, if we already have 1.2 million customers, you know how long GoDaddy has been in business? They don't have 2 million customers. I'm going to repeat, GoDaddy, 6,000 employees, been in business for, since Christopher Columbus came to America. Okay, so and they have 1.8 million. We probably have that before we open doors to the public. Can you see the power of having a domain name? So let's say we have 2 million domain names. What we can push on them, heard of AdSense, Google AdSense, where basically you allow them, or you have a website or a blog where you enable other ads, relevant ads, to be published on your own website. And for traffic on that website, when they get seen, you get paid. You follow me? Okay. So if I have 2 million websites, we're going to have 100 million websites. Okay. So before we are born, we're bigger than the biggest domain supplier on the market. Not that we're competing, it's just we're different. And those give you enormous power of marketing. You're the publisher. I'm sending traffic to that. You're going to get at least a few visitors every day to that domain name. And if you allow us just to put one little feature that is posting on your website, relevant content, magical. Now you don't get paid from us. We're doing the work. We're sending traffic. You're just allowing. This is from the publisher. MariDeGarmo.com. For every so-and-so visitor, for every click on that banner, generating commissions. Where does this possibility exist? I have seen it one or mostly and commonly on Google. They put publisher advertisements on everybody's property. They make the biggest money. And who's paying? The advertiser for that. You're telling me there's no corruption or there's no monopoly. All right, so I better stop here. So.
Bonsoir, bonjour Ash. And I had a question in my French webinar yesterday.
Sure.
I'm still not able to better understand what is the solution you prefer. What are we doing with the existing GoDaddy website, for example? We already have. We continue with it, or we can transfer it to ONPASSIVE?
I still host a lot of domains and many domains with GoDaddy. So until we have ODomain and the cPanel for that, control panel for the domain name, we will continue using other services. When the time comes, we will give you an invitation. If you want to make a switch, no problem. You can transfer to us. I'm going to talk to you about something. Might be a little techie. If you don't understand it, just ignore it, okay? IP addresses. There are two types of IP addresses. When they created in the early 80s, they presumed there will be a certain number for the internet users or devices. That was an astronomical number. They thought if we just have that many IP addresses, it will cover it. We will never reach that. And they were so wrong. 2 decades later, we surpassed the 4.3 million. To be specific, exact, the number was 4,029,000. Okay, it's not even, it's a shy of 0.3 or 300,000. Billion, my apology. So it's 4,029,000,000. Okay, so let's keep it 4.3 billion. And I'm sorry for trying to be accurate. Okay, so 43 billion IP addresses, and they didn't project that this would be maxed out. It's a big, large number. So each IP address IP address stands for, or IP is an internet protocol for a computer to be able to connect through a network to another computer, to another laptop, to another smartphone device, all of that. Okay, they need that internet identity, IP, Internet Protocol. All right. So that's how they recognize each other. So it's a numeric number, and with decimals or points, periods in between. So the 4.3 billion number was getting close to be consumed due to the smart mobile revolution and the technology age that we live in. So there are more than 4.3 billion devices, and they break each portion of the data into packets, smaller packets, so they can send each other micro packets. All right, they don't need the whole thing. So the challenge was, when we run out of those IP addresses, what do we do? So they're projected that at some point we will have a unique domain name in order to communicate through any network. So you're going to have your own unique name. I have to have my own unique. There's no IP addresses available. That's it. They're taken. So that form of IP address is called IP4, IPv4, okay? IP for IP, version 4, whatever, okay? So they came up with a brilliant idea, IPv6, where it became a larger number and it's alphanumeric by texts. By comma. So it's a longer one, and it's hard to tell. There's a big dilemma or argument on if IP if websites work faster on IPv4 or v6, and there's no evidence that which one is faster. Some people say on my website, this works on this works on that. Okay. Now, most hosts, like I'm talking about the giants like Google and AWS, they typically use IP addresses from the traditional first form of IP addresses. To give you the perspective, that opened, I think now we're far from using those many IP addresses in v6, because that is 1,028 times the 4.3 billion. To be specific, the word is 340 trillion. Can you say that? 340 trillion. You can look up this information, by the way. So it's a massive number. Like, how many trillion people do we have? Okay, we don't have a trillion. Okay. So now we have bigger capacity of IP addresses. I'm not saying anything. I'm just going to hint to you.
Good.
Wouldn't it be amazing? Wouldn't it be amazing to have, okay, ONPASSIVE data center with IPv6 and have a larger range of IP addresses, and it would be difficult to identify. That's for security, who you are, to spam you, and the uniqueness and the flawlessness, and it could be faster. So you're talking about domain names, so I'm just giving you a little slice of how deep we go with the mechanics. I do believe not only the ONPASSIVE customers would have no reason to use other services, and it will be an easy call to make the switch, the transition. But I could be wrong, okay? But sometimes I think too far. Due to the things we're building, we could be attracting other domain owners to come to host with us. Did that give you more than just like, you don't have to use it for now? I can tell you that, like, I can give you the boring answer, but I just care more to give you a wider perspective, and you don't have to tip me for that. So I can just tell you, you don't have to make the change yet, but I do believe it's not necessary to have multiple registrars, and we're more flexible, we're friendlier. It's not going to cost you as much. You're going to get better product ultimately, and the hosting, unlimited, all of that. So yeah, it sounds like a no-brainer to me. But I'm trying to say, not only us ONPASSIVE users at the moment, but potentially the whole market is going to flock to use our products and services.
Yeah, for sure. Good, good.
Let's see. Yeah, of course.
De nada. Yes. And one recurring question I have also in the
Sure.
in the French community is not. I don't ask for a date, but do you know when we gonna know the price tag of the traffic package?
Yeah. So we will always do it according to what's available. So, for example, the first sale that is coming, obviously, around the corner, that is, you know, once we prepare all the components, campaign, all of that, when everything is ready, we will be able to estimate. So before we go, we're going to announce it. Then, you know, a little later, we'll say, well, this is also available, another package, another price point, you know, more benefits, all of that. It's always suggested to be previously. And I don't want to have the same mistake as we did with the previously co-founders or founders now, have any correlation between the price tag and the value. It's really a shame, because sadly, many of us treat it as a $97 value, which far exceeded that. Okay, so we want to make sure that there is a more rationality in the pricing structure. It's more lucrative for the marketers and you know, the business owners and those who want to take it seriously.
Another level, yeah.
Exactly. I don't have the date when I'm going to tell you when is that, and because none of this is defined. But the general rule, always think we're a dynamic company. We're going to do the right, fair decision. And if sometimes, you know, sometimes, you know, we may make a overestimate, underestimate something. So nothing wrong of tweaking the plan and the strategy and justifying and adjusting. It's okay. We can do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
let's
I
take
always
it one step at a time. We're always going to make sure they have enough time. They're going to be aware, and they will always get bigger value than what they pay for.
No, I always tell them that we have to wait when you will have it, because first you need to have it to tell us.
Yeah, but we have it now. Yeah, so we have a good portion of it. Yeah, that's why we're at the point where
target some marketers. We were in a meeting for marketers. I mean, the price for the adding traffic will be interesting also. Will be very interesting also for the marketers, because it's really huge what you told us already, what we know already.
Yeah. What's your take? Are you an advocate of having all options? You know, have small package, bigger package, medium package. You know, I'm talking about traffic, IT, or are you? And I'm probably going to suggest that you want to think from two sides. You're not only the customer, what's better for you, also think of like you are a part of the company and you want the company sustainability. What do you suggest? What makes more sense?
I think what you tell us
More
the
options?
other day, four options for traffic, you mean? Or with the initial
All the products,
package?
all the products. Do you prefer like to pay a flat rate?
Let's
Do you
say,
like a buffet, you know, flat rate you pay and you eat
yeah.
everything? Or you like
No, I
to
think it's good. I
select?
think it's good to have. No, I think it's good to have 2 or 3 more options than the basic package where you
Yeah.
can use all the product. Then you can add traffic to this basic package, which is having its own first price package for the traffic, and
Yeah.
then you can add traffic, for example, multiply by 2 or 3, one who can multiply your traffic by 4 and 5, and one, as you said a year ago, where we can multiply our traffic by 10, for example. It would be awesome.
Yeah. So those have been
Not more than
determined.
that.
I'm glad
Yeah.
you're supporting that. So we're going to have a guest level where you can get some free values. So you can come in and use some of our features. No problem. We'll give you that. You know, we can give you a certain level of OTrim, okay, but not on your domain name. You're unpaid or not paid. We can give you, and if you know this information open for the public on YouTube now and other mediums, that's okay if they don't get it. You know, I'm more interested to clarify for the founders who are the only users of ONPASSIVE at the moment, so they are familiar with the terms. If it sounds
Yeah.
you know, kind of unknown for non-ONPASSIVE members, the you know the fact that we're able to give the many values, like we can give OMail just similar to Gmail, but not on your domain name, all right, with a set of restrictions. We can give you know, some features, some you know, you're able to attend webinars, you're able to read and follow on ONET, etc. You're able to attend classes on Academy, participate, pay, things like that. You're going to have a constant reason and reasons, like you really need to become a customer here. All right. So that is one big status, and I believe it's a big deal that we can even have people come in for free and have good benefit, good value. We know another status is the founders, okay, which they will have a whole year of for the $97. It's another mind-boggling. They paid $97 3 years ago, didn't count any of that, still holding that $97. When does it apply? From the day we say we're officially open for the public, and now that is that is the day you count 365 days for that 1 year. So that's another status. So you have a guest, you have a founder, you have a global leader. We already defined those, that's guaranteed. You have a customer, okay? Now customer have different packages. You follow me? Okay. And you can have a variety of the products or different combinations. You may be interested in the business line of our products, or staff, or peer, or etc., or post, and that's already public information. Okay. Or you could be interested in the communication suite of ONPASSIVE. So it does sound like it makes sense for us to break it down into packages. Go into the traffic, because we will become the traffic, all right? For those who are in ONPASSIVE, okay, obviously they'll take a better break, okay, a more like wholesale deal, and the wallet convenience to that. So you can refill, and that's commissionable. That is, to me, if you get the fact that you can sell and buy unlimited number of traffic packages per day, per month, per week, per year, all the times. Let me give you an example. If there's a package for $1,000,
Mhm.
all right, and you're working on something that you want to promote,
Yeah.
and you're doing well in your business that is ONPASSIVE or another business that you have, you don't mind, you have a specific budget for your marketing budget, okay, a specific number, and that is going to benefit you. You get exposure to your ONPASSIVE. It is growing. It is helping your team. It's bringing commissions to you, to them, and it's constantly expanding that ONPASSIVE business.
Mm.
And keep in mind, okay, some of those are earned. You reach a certain level, you get a bonus.
Mm.
The concept has been proposed before, is 3 re-entry, triple re-entry.
Mhm.
Okay, so meaning you may not want to go ahead and buy, but you're doing good and you select to keep your business growing, you could choose to have those bonuses. What they
Mhm.
do is there will be explosive amount of traffic to your business, and you're just going to grow faster, bigger. And that is going to affect your commissions, your team's commission. So it's mind-boggling that we have that on-demand
Mhm.
traffic, because we're becoming the traffic. There's like enormous. I mean, how do we know that we will become the traffic? If we're just 1.2 million people already, people are coming us. Where there's traffic, they come, right?
Exactly.
But the unethical way they're doing it now, like, bugs go to where there's some sweets or some delicious stuff. They like sugar. We're sweet and we are big, so we're good hunt. So they're coming to hunt us. We're the hunted in ONPASSIVE. We're 1.2 million, for God's sake. Could you imagine if you're 1 billion?
Yeah.
Where do you advertise?
Mm.
You have everybody. So you understand? So in the beginning, we will reel them in, and long term, we will be the traffic. We have to go nowhere.
And concerning the period, will it be month by month, or will it be possible, for example, if I want to start a month with the basic package at 300.
Yeah.
And then I want to upgrade in the month on the 10 or on the 20.
Absolutely.
Will
Yeah.
it be for 1 month or will it end at the end of the month? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So this one you want to
each,
always envision the heart, you know, AI with heart. You always want to envision ONPASSIVE will do the most human and fair scenario in any detail of our business. So rather, you know, instead of penalizing people and aggravating them and all that, we just will do what's best for them. Yeah, it's okay. You know, somebody comes up short, okay, in a month. It doesn't mean they're not going to have access to the business or everything is destroyed and we're going to expose them and we're going to go for a collection and all that. But once you get to 3 sales, you're good. We should be focused on how fast can we get to the 3.
Yeah.
So there are things that will not pause. Like, for example, like we're not going to pause your domain name. Okay. Even if you don't pay in a month, but we don't want it to die. You have pages, you have traffic, okay. But traffic can pause. Okay. Things like that, you know, maybe if you have staff and you have all that, I don't think somebody has data on their own staff and they've been using it. They're not going to pay the tiny portion. All it takes is 3.
Yeah, it will be adaptable, as we say in French.
Exactly.
I don't know if it
Yeah. All right. So am I a 3-man now? Did I give you enough? Thank you so much to the
for me,
Indian.
yeah, for me, thank you.